Now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Well, thank you, Jerome. Hello, my friends. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. If you celebrate, if you don't, well, then you get an episode of me on Thursday. How's that sound? We good? Everybody all right? It's cold down here, and I'm exhausted. If you can't hear, it's been a week. I'll tell you. I told you last week, I think, that my work and patrons. I just talked about this. Patreon.com/themeltingpat. Sign up. You can pledge for $1 a month and get a bonus segment almost every time and some bonus videos and stuff. That's fine. I will do all this. Like I set it at $5 a month, just because I don't know. I didn't know what to set it for, and then I didn't know you could pledge for less than that. But you know, if you take the time to sign up and send me the money, that's fine. I will give you the same bonuses and the same stuff. But if you want to make a special request for an episode, that's going to cost more. But in general, same kind of stuff. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thursday. Do not adjust your TVs. Yeah, it's Thursday, so no Saturday show this week. As you know, I do a show on Thanksgiving every year. I don't know why I decided to do this, but what I used to do was just do no production at all and just run through and just do the episode kind of like a regular podcast, I guess with no ads and stuff, because I don't have any ads. But then, like last year, I had my dear friend Hope Vista on the show, and that was fantastic. And this year, I was ready to do like a just roll in and roll out with no production, no music at all. And then I realized a mistake that I made in not playing a band, and it's been several years. And I'm going to rectify that today. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about Twitter, of course, and I'll talk about self-checkout. Patrons got a bonus of a time when I was, I don't want to say accosted in a store, that's the wrong word, but a time that I had an embarrassing moment, but not exactly embarrassing for me. How's that? Patreon, check it out. So yeah, that's what's going on. We also have a game of the week for week 12, the only Thursday game all year that I pick. And we should hear from the captain, and then maybe some other stuff. I think that's all. I don't know. Didn't get any more questions or voicemails, so I think we're good. But if you'd like to leave one, themeltingpat.com is where you do all that. All right, all this stuff out of the way, so we are good to go there. All right, we're ready. I thought about doing a thing, and then I don't want to. So there we are, Thursday, Thanksgiving, y'all. Let's go. Yes, we have a song today. And I reached out to this band in March 2019. And I said, hey, as I do, via Twitter. And I said, hey, I have a show. Can I play your music on the show? And they said, yes, absolutely. Sounds good. And I said, okay, do you need me to say anything? You want me to plug anything? No, just tell them the socials and all that stuff. And I said, okay, great. I should be able to feature you next week. Okay, again, March 2019 is when that happened. That's when I said that. And there was no contact between me and the band since then. And the other day, I'm scrolling through, because Twitter's probably going to die soon. And so I'm scrolling through my messages just to see if there's anything I want to save, see if there's anything funny that I want to share, see if that other band still has me blocked. They do. And that was a weird one. I got the okay. They said, great. I went back to let them know, and they have blocked me. So there you go. Not this band, a different band. So I'm going through my messages, and I get down and I see a band that a band name I recognized, but not as one I've played on the show. And I get that, I'm like, oh, I missed one. I looked at the website, and I'm like, I had to have done this, right? There's no way I wouldn't have. If they said yes, there's no way that I wouldn't have made a note to say, yes, play this band on the show. They gave you the okay. There's no way. Apparently there was, because I forgot, and I am very sorry. I need you to understand how bad I feel about this, because this has never happened. Usually if I get a band's okay, they're played within a week or two, unless I have a guest. And I'm trying to think what was going on in my life at the time. March 2019, I was moving. Like we moved in April, so my life then was kind of upended, upside down, and messy. And so it was, yeah, that's on me. It's 100% on me. 100%. They did what they should have done, or not. That seems weird, but they did their part and said, yes, go ahead. I just didn't do mine until now. So from March 2019 to November 2022, we're finally getting to it. We did it. Shout out to first of all, shout out to the Aliso for not blocking me on this one. Because maybe I would have. Or maybe they should have said, hey man, remember us? Now that would have been funny. That's never happened either. Where I didn't get to a band for a couple of weeks and they've said, hey buddy, remember us? You want to play us on your show? Can we come on and make fun of you? That'd be fine. Shout out to Yvette on Twitter. Yvette, I can't read. She's great. She has connected me with a number of bands. She's fantastic. And when I mentioned, I put this up on the old tweet space, said, oh my gosh, I forgot to play the Aliso. I'm going to do it this week. And she said, oh my gosh, one of my favorites. And I said, yes. So this one goes to Yvette on Twitter. Thank you very much for helping me also learn how to pronounce this name. Because I can't read. So, I'm such a I can't believe I didn't do this 3 years ago. But now there's a different song to play. So, you can find the Aliso on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at the Aliso Music. That's THELIA. God damn it. THEALISO Music on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. ALISO. There we go. The Aliso. This is their latest. Next week has finally arrived. My friends, I'm so sorry. I'm such a jerk. We finally made it. The Aliso. This is Dance Alone. It's the Melting Pat. We're coming right back. And there you have it. Our friends, maybe they're not our friends anymore. Maybe they never were. The Aliso, Dance Alone. It's the Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. Yes, I don't even know if this song was written when I asked them if I could play their music on the show, because I apparently didn't write it down. So yeah, my brain is mush, and that's why it took 3 years for me to play your song. But thank you so much. The Aliso Music on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, ALISO is how you spell that. Thank you, my friends. I'm the worst. I'm aware. I'm well. You have every right to just trash me all over social media. I'm not on TikTok, so I would never know. But yeah, please do. You get a pass to just take a huge dump on me virtually, and like never listen to the show or something. I don't know. I don't know what my penalty will be for waiting 3 years to play this band, but I highly recommend them because they're really fun. Yes, the Aliso, Dance Alone. Did we get it? I feel like we should have really nailed it if we made them wait 3 years, but I think we're fine. All right, there we go. Oh, boy. I'm sorry to the Aliso for being a jerk, but there we go. We finally rectified. See, I pay my debts eventually. What's the interest on that? I wonder. Receipts coming, I guess. All right, let's take a break, and then I know we just took a break, but this is more for me to break it up. So let's quick time out. I need a drink, then we'll talk Twitter. All right? Great. So speaking of Twitter, I mentioned I've reached out to this band on Twitter, as I reach out to most of my bands. Most of the bands you've heard on this show, and most of the interviews that I've done were through Twitter. And so when I heard that what's his name was buying Twitter, I thought, well, that's kind of disappointing, because it's a weird thing, right? When you have somebody who's rich and gets mad about people making fun of him, and so he decides to do something drastic that affects everyone. Like when the other what's his name ran for president, right? When Trump ran for president, he allegedly, it was because Obama made fun of him at a correspondence dinner. Like, I'm gonna cut that out. That was bad. I didn't say anything bad, but it wasn't funny. So yeah, then Elon Musk, people are making fun of him on Twitter, and he decides, well, I'm just gonna buy it and not let you tweet anymore. And that it's like, what the man? Come on, why? So I'm disappointed that this is happening, and not just because of me, like not just selfishly, right? I mean, I'm disappointed because I've met a lot of people on there. Like I said, I've met a ton of great bands and artists, and I've made some legit friends on there. Like if I don't have Twitter, I probably don't find Lost in a Name, which means I don't meet Danny Schmitz, which means my album doesn't get done. And so like all of that, I don't like. Paul McCoy, 12 Stones, Twitter. And it's like so much of the great things I've done with the show have happened through Twitter. And like maybe, yes, I'll find them on some other place and it happens anyway. But the fact is, the direct line via Twitter and the connection between all the cool I've done on this show and Twitter is strong. And so I'm bummed out about that, but also I know people crap on it because there's a bunch of crap on there because it's social media, so you dump on it, right? But it is actually very useful in times of crisis, like when a natural disaster happens or some other tragedy occurs. There's an easy way for people to get in touch with you. There's an easy way to follow what's going on. The hashtags, menu is very easy to navigate. When people say hashtag whatever the event is, it's very easy to figure out what's going on and follow the story and find out how to help. It's very easy to do that. It gets out quickly. You follow the news organizations. It's very easy to do that, and it's easy to sort it out, right? And, you think, it's just a social media platform. Sure, but it's also almost in a way a public utility, right? Because it's almost a lifeline in times of crisis. When bad things happen, people is there nonsense? Of course there is. But the fact that it's really easy to sort things and follow along with current events and things that are happening is great, and something I think we're taking for granted, or something people in charge of things like this are taking for granted, and not having a real replacement lined up is a mistake, I think. And again, I'm not just saying this because that's where I find all my music. I'm saying this because for all of its faults, for all the nonsense you kind of have to go through, it's also very easy to stay connected with people and things that are important to you, and very easy to sort them and filter out stuff you don't want to see, as I said a couple weeks ago. So not having a replacement is a mistake. Elon Musk burning Twitter to the ground to own the libs or whatever the he's doing is a mistake, and he can go. All right, so there you go. It's just if it's gonna go, it's gonna go, right? So the places disappear all the time. It happens, right? MySpace is gone, and we're all still sad about that. But Space Hay's around, and you should join me over there. But not having an adequate replacement for Twitter solely because it's useful for the public. I'm not, again, like I have a personal connection with it because of all the things I've been able to do through the app, through the website, right? So that's one part. But the other part is it's a very useful service. And somebody said the other day, you know what would really piss off Elon is if Joe Biden, what's the word that he used? Oh, what's the word they used? Like if he made it a public utility so it couldn't shut down. I don't know. I don't remember what the word is. Was it regulate? No, that's not it. Damn it. Somebody find that tweet before Twitter disappears and let me know so I can finish this thought because I forget what it is. Damn it. Oh, well. But yeah, it would be great if he like made it a public utility. I think that's what it was. And then, so Elon did this to piss people off who made fun of him. And now he wants to just shut it down and burn it to the ground. But he can't do that because now it's like officially a part of the government, which would be great on many levels. Number one, we could all stay there. And number two, it pisses off a billionaire who tried to do something out of spite. So, and I know I'll get the weirdos who love Elon Musk and say, that's not what happened. Yeah. All right. So let me know where I don't want to join another thing. I don't know if I have it in me to join another thing. Like I got back on Tumblr and that's a mess. I'm not doing that. Space Hay's fun, but nobody I know is really on there, so that's not helpful with as it pertains to the show. Reddit is fine, I guess, but not really what I'm looking for. So let me know where I'm going to try to make a free tier on Patreon, but pledge me $1 a month and I'll be over there. Patreon.com/themeltingpat. But if you're a band or an artist and you and your music buddies are going to another place, another app, let me know because I need to keep up with the music people for the show. All right. Is it Hive? Is that a thing? I don't know what Mastodon is, but I mean, it's a Megazord, but I don't know what that means in terms of like social media. But yeah, if you're going somewhere, if you want to show me how to make a TikTok, I don't really use it, but it's more for me to follow up with all the music people that I have in my life because I don't want to lose that part of the show. Okay? All right. So let me know. Please let me know about where all the bands are going so I can join. Okay. Jesus. We're going to... Oh, boy. That's me. That's me talking about Twitter, man. Let's take a break, and we'll talk about self-checkout next. Okay. So I saw this on... I don't know, Twitter or Reddit or somewhere where somebody was talking about self-checkout. And I think when one of the times that Tim was on the show, he and I talked about self-checkout and how we made the joke, of course, of why are we not getting paid because we're doing the job of for the store, right? Which is, it's fine. But I saw this person talking about it, and they brought up a really good point because at some of these places where you have self-checkout, they also have somebody at the front to check your receipt to make sure you did all the things correctly, right? And I know at like the bigger box stores, right? They have somebody to make sure, like they have the cashiers and then have somebody at the front to make sure, really, I think that you didn't miss anything on the bottom of your cart. So that's sure, whatever, fine. But if you have self-checkout, it means you don't want to pay the cashier to run the line for you. So you're putting it on the customer, but then you're having someone check their receipt before they leave, which means you're not really putting it on the customer. Like you're putting the actual work on the customer, and then you're saying, no, wait a minute. We don't trust you that you did it right, So we got to wait. You got to wait here. We got to scan all your stuff and make sure you got all your stuff on there. And to me, and this person, I agree with whatever this person said, whoever this person was. It's gone now. I don't know where it is. You either trust that I did it correctly because now you have put the onus on me to do the job of ringing my items, right? So you've given me that responsibility. So you either have to trust that I did it correctly and properly, or put the cashier back and then trust that that person who you are paying and not me, you're not paying me to do that. So you either put the cashier back and pay that person to do the job, or because you have put this responsibility on my shoulders, trust that I did it right. You can't do both. Like, doing both is a cop-out, right? Because now, instead of paying 4 cashiers to run the lines, you've opened up 4 self-checkout kiosks, or whatever the word is, and then you are paying one person to stand there. If something, and I know why the person is there, to, if something goes wrong, they can go in and put in a code or press a button or whatever they do to make it work. But then you're saying, yes, we've put this on you, the customer, but also we don't trust you to do it right. So here's a person who's going to check your receipt, even though you did it, not us, and we don't trust you to do it right. So either put the cashier back there and pay that person a living wage, preferably, obviously, or, let us do it, have us do the self-checkout and don't check my receipt. Because what you're saying is, we don't care enough about our stuff, about the items being rung out properly, to have a cashier do it and pay them for it. But we do care enough to have someone stop you after you do self-checkout when you go to the store. And it just bothers me that you're putting this responsibility on me, but you're not giving me all of it. So you've cut out 3 or 4 jobs, let's say for the sake of argument 4. You've cut out 4 jobs, condensed it to 1. Maybe that's not the right word, but instead of having 4 cashiers to run lines, you have 4 self-checkouts and 1 person to check all the receipts, which is because if you don't trust me to do it right, you should pay the cashier and put them back on to do it right, to ring the sales. Because clearly, the reason someone's checking your receipt is because the store doesn't trust you, the customer, who they have now made to do this job. They don't trust you to do it right, so they have to check your receipt. But they don't want to pay the cashier to ensure that it's done right, so then they have to do this weird in-between thing, which is a complete cop-out, and these millionaires who own these stores don't want to pay their people, and it bothers me. And then, of course, the people will always come in and they say, oh, well, just don't shop there. If you're bothered that much, just don't shop there. Here's what you have to understand. That's not always an option for people, right? There are people whose only option is or wherever they go because of where they live, or, or how far they can travel, right? I think I did this as a Patreon bonus about, somebody said close all the brick and mortar. I did. Someone said close all the brick and mortar stores and just do GoPuff and DoorDash. We talked about that. Again, Patreon. Look at me. I'm plugging this out of my own Patreon here. Finally making some headway. Maybe not if it doesn't come to anything. But anyway, so they're, just don't shop there. Go somewhere else. Shop local. Shop whatever. Do it, do this. Well, not everyone lives in a spot where they have access to that. Or if they do, maybe it doesn't accept the payments that they have to use. Or maybe, it's a bus ride instead of a walk. And if you have children, taking the bus is really hard. I have 1 child that's a pain in the ass. Some people have 3, and it's a pain. And they'll go, and then that's all, just get a car. Well, yeah, okay, you going to pay for it? Thanks. So, it's just not, and maybe the mom and pop store, it doesn't have accommodations for disabilities. Or maybe the people don't have the extra money to travel, to commute, to go to the other store, or have the money to pay for the markup that the mom and pop store will probably have, because smaller stores, you're paying for a convenience in a way. And maybe the mom and pop store doesn't have what you need, or doesn't have it at the right price that you need. Or maybe you just, maybe it's just easier to go to the big store. So the solution of, just boycott it, doesn't work. It's a very simple-minded solution by people who aren't affected by it in the same way that someone whose only option is to go to the big box store and then be treated like they don't know what they're doing when they did the self-checkout as imposed by the store, and then they have to check their receipt when they go because, oh, we don't trust you that you did it right, that you didn't steal something. Not saying people don't steal, but that's not the point here. Maybe it is an offshoot, but it's just weird that the solution for, combating policies from big companies like this is just don't do it. But you have to understand, not everyone has the luxury of choice. Not everyone has the option to just go somewhere else. Not everyone can just pick up and do that, right? For some people, these smaller stores, or I guess these bigger stores, or like a convenience store, like a Rite Aid or whatever, is the only place to go to get certain things because of where they live, because of where they happen to be at that time. It's just how it works. So just saying, and this took a turn, I know, but let's turn this back on the corporations instead. Either put the cashier back and pay them, or, trust me that I did self-checkout properly and stop checking my receipt. Because if you don't think I did it right, you should be paying someone to ensure that I did it right. And I'm not saying the person checking the receipt is the answer. Because it's either you let me do it and let me go, or you pay another cashier to do it for me and make sure it's done right. There you go. I'm far away from the microphone, I think. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. All right. Jeez. Yeah, this little thing I saw that bothered me. Almost, is that a pet peeve? We're going to count that as a pet peeve. Maybe. Against corporations? I love pet peeving on corporations. Oh, boy. All right. We're almost done. We got sports stuff, and then we're going to go. Or no, maybe I'll tell you why I'm thankful at the end of the show. Maybe I'll do that. So skip ahead of the sports. You'll be fine. And then... and then we'll... maybe we'll hear from the captain. We'll do game of the week real quick. And then, I'll do a little thing at the end. And then we'll go. Let's take a break. I'll be right back. All right, I made a decision. I'm not going to do the why we're thankful thing on the show. I'll put it on the website because I don't want to edit more stuff. And I didn't get any voicemails or anything from you guys. So it's actually good because it's more work. And I'm kind of glad you didn't. So thanks for not answering my questions. Sincerely. So let's do some sports and then we'll go. Let's do our game of the week. It's week 12. We got 3 games today, and our choice for this week is the Cowboys at the New York Football Giants. I'll be honest with you, friends. I think I've mentioned this. I have not really followed the NFL because the Phillies were in the World Series, so I've not. That's why some of these games are. Ugh. But there are 3 good ones on Thanksgiving, so I made the choice. We're going Dallas. Give me Dallas. Give me New York. We won't do the music again. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't get in trouble last time, but twice might push it. So, Cowboys beat the crap out of the Vikings last week, or who'd they beat? Whoever they beat. I don't know, it was like 40-3. And the Giants got their asses kicked by the Lions the other day. So, I don't know. Are the Cowboys this good? Are the Giants coming back to earth? I have no idea. I really don't. But it's Thanksgiving. Football on Thanksgiving is a goddamn tradition, y'all. So there we go. That's all. I don't know. The NFL is weird because there are like 3 teams that are like far and away, 2 or 3 that are like far and away better than everyone else. And then there are like 7 or 8 teams that are like, yeah, they're pretty good. And then the rest of the teams are just complete crap. So any given week, it's like, well, is this team going to play up to their standard, or are we going to have an upset? And then people get mad at upsets, but like that's what the entirety of the NCAA tournament is based on, right? Or like people cheer for upsets on one level, but not on another. I don't know. Where am I going with this? Anyway, I guess give me Dallas. I guess what I mean to say with upsets is the Giants winning would be an upset because of the way they've played the last couple of weeks. How's that? Does that work? Cowboys defense is good. Their offense is, and the Giants, I don't know what the Giants are doing. Are they good? Are they just okay? Are they going to fall apart and not make the playoffs? I don't know. Playoffs? I don't know. But give me the Cowboys, I guess, for the win. Ugh. It hurts just to say it, but I think they're probably gonna win. All right, so there you go. That's all the stuff that I have to tell you today. Because we've done enough. We have done enough. So let's turn it over. Let's cross our fingers and toes and hope that the captain has found his way or is not too busy, I guess. If he is, then we just play a sound and keep moving. But Flyers are, it's not good. I can tell you that for sure. We watched the game the other day, and every time I left the room and came back, the Flames had scored again. So it's not great, but I am sure that the captain will bring his positivity as he always does. Shout out to him, by the way, because last week he recorded that update at like 8 o'clock in the morning and sent it right over. So more work than I've ever done, more dedication to this show than I have, and my name's on it. So kudos to you, good sir. If you're there or not, it's fine. We'll find out in a second because the floor is yours. Take it away. And there you have it. My thanks to the captain, the Melting Pat, the Next Level Network, just in case he wasn't there and we just played a sound. And we're good. We are good to go. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for not answering the question and giving me stuff to talk about because I'm exhausted and I got stuff to do now, apparently. So we're good. Thank you to the Aliso Music on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. There we go. ALISO Music. That's where you find them. I'm sorry it took so long. I feel so bad. Oh boy, enjoy your day. Enjoy the football. Enjoy whatever meal you have going on. Or if you're doing nothing today, enjoy that too. If you're working, God bless you. I'll cross my fingers and toes for you. Don't hurt anybody. Okay? Don't get fired today. That's another thing. All right, so have fun. No show on Saturday. This is the show for the week. So don't look for me on Saturday. This one will be up now. So don't get into that argument with that relative. Nothing good's going to, like, yeah, you might feel better for a second, but then it's awkward for everyone else. So don't talk about that thing. Talk about the other thing. Talk about me. Talk about me in my show. Talk about how I waited 3 years for some reason to play a band. Yeah, no? All right, talk about how great Trey Miller is. Thanks for joining me last week, Trey. That was really fun. I wish we could do it again. Maybe in the spring. They're on tour. Go check them out. Sure, more. There we go. We're good? I hope so. The Aliso, again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long. But we got to go. I'm running out of stuff to say. We're good. G-Love and Spud. No G-Love today, but go check them out. That's the one thing we'll keep on Thanksgiving. Philadelphonic.com. More from them. Go check it out. The end will be my that's me. So we'll play that, and then we're going to go. TheMeltingPat.com for all of my stuff. All the things are there. 209-867-7638. Questions, comments, concerns, observations, corrections, all the things. Patreon.com/TheMeltingPat. Give me $1 a month, and then you'll get bonuses. All right? All right. We're good. We're good to go. I'm getting out of here. This has been an 8 Boiler production. Until next time, my friends, have fun, be safe, thank a veteran, wear your mask, wash your hands, get vaccinated and boosted when you can. And of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. We are all good to go. You've been inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. Go crap open a cold one.